Chef, you've been known to take meticulous care and almost an obsession, okay, to the attention to detail on your plates. All right. I mean, you put masterpieces in front of people. What are you doing to our glasses now?
Well, it's interesting, and thank you for that statement. I am OCD about what goes onto a plate because I believe that everything on that plate should be eaten in conjunction with each other. That's the way that the chefs design menus, and that's what we've done exactly with Irvine Spirits, with our gin and vodka, the new Irvine's gin and vodka, taken chef curated, in other words, myself, that's designed the recipes to put into that bottle. So when you have a drink, you know it's as good as that food that I give you on a plate, which is really exciting. We've had the distillery about 7 years, but only recently just put out the Irvine's gin and vodka to great acclaim, I might add. Not because we make it, but it is pretty special.
So why gin and vodka? Many spirits out there. Why did we start with those two?
Well, I think because they're the two biggest markets. Obviously, there's a lot of vodkas out there. I think our vodka is unique in that, number one, not that it's corn, but we know the farmer that grows the corn. We know what's in the ground. We've made the profile of that vodka based on that corn. Anybody else couldn't do that. We can. Our gin has 13 botanicals that I cook with in the kitchen, to the point that I actually went to Sri Lanka to pick the cinnamon, because I believe that cinnamon is a key part of one of the ingredients of the 13, Darjeeling tea, blackcurrant, et cetera, et cetera. But the cinnamon that we have in the United States is called cassia, which has pepper in it. I didn't want that taste, so I traveled to Sri Lanka to find the right cinnamon for the right job in the right drink, and we found it, and it's very special.
Let's talk about that, the ingredients that go into these things, because as a chef, you have a refined palate. I mean, you can take those subtle nuances out of a dish. Talk about that when it comes to your drink.
Well, I think it's the same with, like, I have a very unique palate. Other chefs have different palates. You know, as we get older, we lose those taste buds. Younger, that's why you see the younger kids today that when their mom feeds them food or dad feeds them food, they go, "Oh, I don't like that." Then 10 years later, they love that saltiness or that sweetness. I have a palate that's very unique in that I can transfer that elderflower in one dish to taste something completely different to another. And it's the same with the spirit line. When you create a recipe, and that's what it is, you create a recipe based on your flavor profile that hits the notes that everybody else likes. So, you know, some people use different. I use Darjeeling tea because it goes really well with the elderflower and the blackberry and the cinnamon. So it really depends on the palate of the spirit maker. And in this case, it's me. I've got a great team. Marat, who's my partner, who runs the distillery, gets nothing but amazing ingredients. Number one ingredient. We pay a lot of money for it because you really don't need to do that much to spirit, right? You just have to make sure the ingredients are perfect. And in the gin, I think we've got the best American gin in the country, actually in the world, believe it or not. Again, not because we make it, but because the ingredients and the flavor profile that we put together, same with the vodka, is very different. Our vodka is a little sweeter because the corn's a little sweeter. But if I was to put ingredients on a label, there'll be three ingredients in it, right? So I'm very clean. We're very precise, and it's chef curated because it's me that's making it.
And I can only assume that since there's a chef behind the alcohol that was in my glass, that you have got to have some type of pairing recipes somewhere. I mean, you love food.
Well, we do. We have them all over our website and whatnot. But we create some curated events, you know, all over the country based on the spirit, and depending on what state I'm in, is how I mix the menu with the spirit.
Oh, now I'm intrigued. Okay, well, now I'm intrigued. So if you're coming to Michigan, we all get to come see you. How would you pair your spirits with Michigan?
Well, Michigan is known for cherries, right? I
Yeah.
mean, so you pick. I think for me, we make a canned cocktail just for Michigan using Michigan cherries. So, you know, I use the prevalent food in that area. Pennsylvania is mushrooms, venison, and apples, right? So I play with those ideas based on the food that I make, depending on where I am. Cherries play a huge part of that for me, and we've already proven that. And I'll be back there again tomorrow, obviously. But so yeah, it really depends on the taste of the people I'm cooking for, where we're cooking, and my mood.
It's an amazing confluence of circumstance that comes
Yes.
into that perfect dish, right?
Well, think about this. Think about this. An artist paints things very differently. So think of Renoir or any famous painter, you want. They paint differently when the weather is wet, cold, or hot. The same with a musician. They create scores based on their moods and the heat and the cold. And chefs do the same thing with recipes because they're all artists. If the unfinished score, in other words, that note doesn't make it, the music's not the same. It's the same with ingredient in a recipe or the stroke of the brush or the color of the paint of the artist. The impressionism is all around us, whether it's music, whether it's food, whether it's paint. We just don't think of it that way. I think of what I put on the plate or what I put in a glass in your mood of your hard day or where you've been to work, you've dealt with kids. I have to think of all those things when I make a menu or a drink for you to sit down to because I'm trying to relieve your pain or pressure for 2 or 3 hours. Like a TV show. Why do we watch TV shows and movies? Because it's escapism. Well, so is food and alcohol.
Well, I'm going to turn a phrase then. If you're looking to relieve our stress, I guess food is good, but liquor is quicker. So let's come to you and see you. When people come see you at a couple of stops here in West Michigan, is it okay to ask for an autograph? Can we get a photo?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bring in, get the bottle signed, get pictures done, get, questions. One thing I love about coming to Michigan is I get a chance to spend time with people. And I rarely get a chance to do that because we're on the road 345 days a year, 150 with our military. So for me to stop down, be in a place, take questions, take pictures, sign bottles, talk about the distillery, talk about why we got into it, all those kind of things. And it's interesting because we don't put our name on anything we don't own, we don't make, we don't distribute. So we own a distillery, we distribute, we do all those kind of things ourselves, and the money goes to the end. The end use is all to our foundation, the Robert Irvine Foundation. It takes care of our first responders, the men and women who wear the cloth of our nation. So for me, when I see that grow and we see that kid in a wheelchair, or we see that with a dog or a bike or a house or whatever it is that we decide to do within people, it's because the generosity of the American public that buy the product, and we take that money from that product.
No, put something good in your glass and do something good for those around you. And you can't miss the name. Big letters right there on the bottle. Irvine Spirits. Get those gin and get that vodka. Robert, thank you so much for the time. Well, you've seen him on screen. Now you can see him in person. You want to join Robert from 3 to 5 at the Sandbar Gun Lake. And make sure to reserve your spot by giving them a call. Then he's going to be at Total Wine and More, just off of 28th Street in Grand Rapids from 5:30 to 8 in the evening. You can learn more by going to irvinespirits.com.